Good evening, everybody. Like usually, today, February 11, and in the studio in Miami, Detective Steve Dudnik, and today we got unusual guest from Russia. His name John Dougan, and like always, Leon Weinstein, who will help me to run the show. I want to introduce you guys to John. So today we have a show in English. It's the first time, so no translation. Don't be panic. After the video will finish, there will be a translation done by YouTube, and everybody can understand what we're talking about. Okay, so I want to introduce John. John, he's a sheriff. We never have a sheriff in our show. He's a sheriff from Palm Beach County. And right now he looks like a regular peaceful civilian, but I want you guys to see the picture when John was in full ammunition in a uniform. Sergey, can you put this picture so we can show to everybody how it will look like? You see? He got a gun, he drives the patrol car, and he got a big sign, sheriff. Okay, we can go back to the show. Okay. John, how you doing? Can you hear me? We cannot hear John right now. John, we cannot hear you.
And the mic is mute, probably.
It's okay, it's okay. I just heard him.
While he's looking for the mic, let me ask you something, Steve, totally unrelated. Why first minute of the show, nobody is talking? Means you're sitting and we're all looking to the camera every time, and no one is. Then, after a minute and 10 seconds, you start talking.
Because a few times when I started to talk right away, the YouTube was cutting the first part, and I'm also want to sure that I can see it also on another screen, and I can see our faces.
Okay, so there is a reason. Okay, I never saw it before. Okay, John, hello, how are you?
Привет, can you hear me?
Oh, yes.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
Okay, John, so, and the first question I want to ask you, I know before to enjoy the police force, I think you was in the United States military, right?
Yes, I was. I was in the United States Marine Corps.
Marine Corps. So, and like I saw a couple of show before, what's bringing you to the sheriff? I mean, why you want to be a police officer? I know in the United States, this job, I mean, especially in the past, it was a very gradual job. The people expect the police officer. It's a really good job. So when you help people, when you can go work with the community. But what the reason for you was to start to be a sheriff?
So I got out of the Marine Corps, and I started a job. I was a computer programmer after that, and I absolutely hated it. And I was talking to one of my friends who's a cop, and I said, I got to find a way to get out of this office because, I spent the last 4 years running around, jungles with a gun, and just going to work in an office. It was incredibly boring for me. And he said, well, why don't you go to the police academy and become a police officer? He's like, you'll get all sorts of different situations, and it's always exciting. And I said, why not? I'll give it a try. And I did. I left my programming job, and I went to the police academy and became a police officer.
Which one you go? You went to the Orlando Police Academy or was it Miami?
Actually, I went to the police academy in Indian River.
Wow, I never know they got a police academy there because I know they got in Orlando and got in Miami. So it's
there's police academies in many different counties, actually. So you have one in Palm Beach, you have one in Indian River. But I went to the Indian River Police Academy.
So how it's work in Florida? You need to be hired by the police, by the police department before you go to the academy, or first one you go to finish academy and after this you're looking for the job?
Usually you go to the academy and then you go to work for a department. You apply for different departments, and the reason they do that is so they don't have to pay for your training.
Oh, so you have to pay. Yeah, it's very interesting. So, and you decide to join the Palm Beach County Sheriff Office, right?
That's correct.
And I heard you start to work in Magnolia Park.
Yeah, that was my first beat, was Mangonia Park. Actually, I went to work for the Mangonia Park Police Department, and then it later got acquired by the sheriff.